Hey guys, so today I'm doing a little kind of like update video on cosmetology school. I did one of these, I think it was 2 months ago, and I said I was going to do one like every time we started something new. Sorry, someone just texted me. Okay, every time we do something new or I go into like the next month of my school, so the last one I did was my freshman sophomore, I'm pretty sure. So, just a little recap on that. First day I went to school, I absolutely hated it. I like never wanted to go back. I came home and I cried for like the rest of the night. I went back the next day, had another terrible day. The third day, I think we did like a perm or something. I cried, I went home. Like it was the first like 2 weeks were just constant like I hate it, I don't want to go back, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And around like the end of the second week, beginning of the third, something must have clicked in my mind. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do this. Like, it's kind of fun. I started to get into it, and I kept going, and I kept doing all my work, and I started to get, like, hundreds on tests and, like, get used to the different haircuts and everything. And I was like, okay, like, I like this. So then I went to the sophomore phase, and sophomore phase is still in a classroom. We do color that month. So we started color that month, and, you know, color can be really difficult. Think about it, you know, like, a lot of color, is like box dyes, and you can't use those in salons, and they're terrible for your hair. That is terrible. So if anyone that's watching right now uses a box dye, I just please go to Sally's, order something online. Just don't use box dye. Anyway, so I make a whole video on it. Yeah, I will make a whole video on it, like why not to use box dye. But anyway, so we started getting into color, and I liked color. And then we started getting into highlights. I really did like color until we got to get into highlights, and highlights just completely threw me off. I hated them. I hated them. I hated them. Like, I could not do it. Like, every time I wouldn't get close enough to the root, so it wouldn't be all blonde, or the foil would slip, or I'd get bleed marks, like, in, like, little spots or whatever. So, I hated them. I cried when we did them at first, because I hated them so much, and I was like, this is something that so many people get in the summer, and I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to pass state board because of it. I'm not going to do this, blah, blah, blah. So I started to get a little bit better at it, and then I went out onto the floor. So this is junior phase now. So we have junior A and junior B. So in junior A phase, we did more color, and I got a little bit better at highlighting. I still got bleed marks no matter what I did, but I got a lot better at the technique and a lot better at applying color and which brushes to use and how to fold the foils, how to keep them from slipping. I got better at that, so that was good. I actually had my first client that month. My mom's calling me.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Recording a video. No, she's sleeping next to me though.
So I was getting better at highlighting, and then I had my first client that month, and I was really, really nervous because the day I had my first client, I wasn't actually supposed to have a client. My friend Sammy was supposed to have a client, and she didn't come in. Something was going on. I can't remember exactly what, but she didn't come in. So Jess, who's the person who gives people clients and like whatever, she gave me the book, and I was like, okay. And it said like long haircut, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I walk out there, the girl's hair is down to her ankles, literally to her ankles. I'm like, oh my god. I like started to have like a freak out in my head. Like, she didn't know I was freaking out. She didn't know she was my first client. She had no idea. So I just did her hair. It came out great. It took me 3 hours to do her first haircut. So, but her hair was very long, so it was acceptable. Came out really good, so I was really happy that I got that out of the way. That was probably like the worst first client I could have gotten. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, so I'm just going to let you guys know kind of how like my school is. So we go in at 8:30. If we punch in at 8:31, we're marked late. So we try to get there at 8:15. And then we have a break. Well, we have an hour class from 8:30 to 9:30. Then we have a 15-minute break. Then we have theory. Well, we have theory in the morning, and then we have theory like before we execute like whatever we're going to do that day. Like 9:45 until whatever, we go over what we're going to do that day and then start to execute it. And then we have lunch at 12:30. We come back at 1, and then we work on whatever we didn't finish. So pretty much that's how my day goes. Oh, we have a 15-minute break at 2 o'clock too, but we get out at 4. So pretty much school is really, really stressful. It's really fun too, but it's hard. Like, it's not just like, okay, you go in and you like cut hair. Like, it's not that easy. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh yeah, grab the hair and cut. You have to like know the elevation and like how to hold it and which way to cut and which way to have your hands when you cut and which, like, it's actually really complicated, which I never really thought it would be, but it is. But yeah, so I'm in junior B phase right now, and I'm about to be a senior at the end of this month. But junior B is cutting, and we also did some highlighting, and I'm actually getting so good at highlighting. It's amazing, because, you know, I hate it. Like, I really did hate it, and I got a lot better at it. I figured out why I was getting bleed marks and stuff like that. I mean, I've been doing tons of color, like, just experimenting with it. Like, the other day I did an ombre. I was just like playing around with color, and I was like, you know what, like, let's see if I can do an ombre, because you never, like, they might not teach you this stuff, but you want to know how to do it in case someone wants it. So I did an ombre in the color bar. We have a color bar at my school. It's like where all the color products are and stuff, and the color bar administrator, which was me that day, sits back there. Whenever someone needs color, they come up to you when they ask you for the color, so it's like easier. But I was doing a mannequin back there, and I did a like violet to lilac ombre. And it came out really good. And like, I didn't even ask anyone how to do it. I just did it myself. I was just like, ooh, this color's pretty. This color's pretty. And it came out pretty good. Like, just experimenting with color has probably been the best part. And I don't know who's going into my neighbor's house. Anyway, but yeah, so like, it started off for me that I absolutely hated school, but now I really do love it. I'm going to put the link to what school I go to, like, not the actual town or anything, but like the name of the school, which it's like worldwide, so it works, down below in the description bar. So yeah, I definitely do recommend this school. It's probably the best of the best. It's like the Harvard of beauty schools, I think. But yeah, it's amazing. It's Tony and Guy. It's just awesome. Like, everything about it. You learn so many techniques. It's a 7-month program. Like, I've learned so many haircuts, so many coloring techniques, like all this crazy stuff that I never would have thought is even like possible. Like, amazing teachers. I don't know. I just really love it. And the thing is, your second day you're doing a haircut. Like, your second day they throw you in and do haircuts. Your third month of school you're out on the floor working on paying clients. They just throw you right out there so you'll be so prepared, and it's amazing. So yeah, pretty much that is my little school update. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this was good enough for my sophomore to junior, and then I'm going to be doing my senior one next month. Woo! Probably do like a senior A and a senior B. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!